Hey everyone, I'm here again with another video. Today I would like to talk about molecular biology, the most interesting subject in the world. Just kidding, okay. So this video is just what you should expect to take molecular biology. Chances are, if you're a biology major, you're most likely going to have to take molecular biology along with your general biology. And if you're not, I'm not a biology major, but at my school, for my major, which is nutrition science, it requires me to take molecular biology. And if you're pre-med, and maybe even pre-dentistry, it really probably will help you if you take molecular biology for your MCATs. So let's get started then. Okay, so what exactly is molecular biology? Basically, as far as I've learned so far, it's basically a lot of the same stuff that you learn in your general biology class, but it focuses more on processes and the little tiny details and all the little parts that go with it. And so it's a lot more detail and a lot more extensive, and I think there's a lot more memorizing that you have to do. Basically, so far we've started out with a lot of the topics in general biology. For example, we've talked about Darwin and his theories, which you talk about in one of your general biology classes. And we've also talked about Mendel and, all the pea plants and Punnett squares and all that stuff. So we visited a lot of genetic-based topics, and currently, because we're about halfway through the semester, currently we're talking about DNA replication and the different processes with that. And let's see, what else could we talk about here? Just some general topics that you're going to probably see. You're going to see a lot of, like I said, DNA replication, be like transcription, translation, RNA regulators, there's stuff about the genetic code. So a lot of this, like I said, a lot of the same general topics that you do in general biology, but in a lot more detail, focusing on all the little specific parts. And that's what makes it a little bit more difficult in your general biology courses. So I'm just going to show you, for example, some of my PowerPoints from class. Let's see, what could I show you? Yeah, we typically use PowerPoint slides for this class. So for example, when we're talking about DNA replication, we go into a lot of diagrams, like we use a lot of diagrams for this class, just to help us out here, to kind of basically be able to see, okay, these are the different parts that go with it. And so here's a little example, if you can see that. Got your DNA here, and separation, like the strand separating into single stranded DNA. So we have like different diagrams like that, or like diagrams kind of like this. Or wait, that's the same diagram. This one I want to show you. Different things like that, showing the process. So, I mean, a lot of the things we learned, that we're learning right now, I remember the topics from other biology courses, but like I said, it's like, it seems almost like a whole new topic because a lot of the stuff is in so much detail, and I never realized how much, because it's molecular, so we're talking about on the molecular level here, so it's like the most teeniest tiny thing is like really important to remember. So far I think it's kind of confusing because there's so many different processes and so many different components that encompass the whole process, and that can make it really tricky. But if you just, like I said, study from your diagrams and really try to look at the whole picture, because you're really focusing in, but if you try to imagine it on the grander scale, it'll make it so much easier to remember. And in our class, it's pretty helpful because our teachers helps us to, he tells us to try to think of it like you're watching a movie kind of thing, as opposed to trying to like memorize things. He's the kind of teacher who doesn't really focus on memorizing, but again, that basically depends on who your teacher is. So if you're lucky like me, you'll have someone who's more focused on you understanding the processes as opposed to memorizing them. Of course, there's some memorizing still because there's a lot of small components, which I keep saying, but really that's really what it is. And I would recommend taking molecular biology if it's not required, like if you have some extra room on your schedule or something, maybe just in preparation for biochemistry, because we refer a lot to biochemistry in this class, and even a little bit of organic chemistry, I would say, because some of the molecules that we look at, I haven't taken organic chemistry yet, but our teacher says, you know, sometimes like, oh, pay attention to this if you're taking organic, or you may have memorized this in organic, blah, 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 blah. So it probably will be helpful, but I'm sure, like, it's not necessary, because it's not, like, for our school, they tell us it is part of our pre-med requirements, so you really should talk to your advisor about that, like, if you should take it or not, but it definitely is helpful, because I've relearned some things and looked at it at a whole new perspective. So that's basically what I wanted to let you know, like what you should expect when you take it. And I think what I'm gonna do for a later video at the end of the semester, I'm gonna do more of a, like, what I thought, my experience with taking this class, like if I thought it was worth it in the end, or if I liked it overall, kind of thing, just like a rating. So like and subscribe and comment below if you would like to see more videos, and talk to you later. Bye!